What's up, sports fans? My name is Chris. Welcome back to Game Day Wagers, and thank you for tuning in to Matchday 11 of the FIFA Club World Cup prediction show. Today is Monday, June 23rd, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down Tuesday's 4-game FIFA Club World Cup slate, which features the marquee game of the day, Benfica taking on the German champions Bayern Munich. Before we get into the plays though, if you haven't already dropped a like on the video, please go ahead and do so now. If you guys are new around here, please hit the subscribe button. We're pumping out some great content on a daily basis, and I do not want you to miss out on any free pick winners moving forward. Now, as we get into the final group stage games for each of the groups, it's imperative to take into consideration the standings and what these teams need in order to advance to the round of 16. With that in mind, our three selections have perceived value based on what teams need to advance to the round of 16. And now, without further ado, here are your best bets for FIFA Club World Cup action on Tuesday, June 24th. The first play we are rolling with is Boca Juniors, Auckland City, over 5.5 goals. The odds are minus 138. Look, I want to keep this handicap short and sweet for you. We give you guys the under in the Auckland City Benfica game at 6.5 at plus 100. That one cashed with ease. Benfica never really looked threatening to score 7 goals. But in this game, we're going to flip scripts. We're going to take the over 5.5 here at minus 138 for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I think Auckland City is due for a goal here. I know they've been ran off the field in both of their games against Bayern Munich and Benfica, but Boca Juniors is just a step below those two respective teams. And going away with a consolation goal to go back to their home country and feel good about what they did in their performance against Boca Juniors, I do believe that'll help push this game over the total at 5.5. The second part, and perhaps the most important part, is Boca Juniors know they need to win this game and win this game by a lot of goals in order to catch Benfica and overtake it for second spot in Group C. If Benfica lose to Bayern, which is likely given the odds, Bayern are plus 100 favorites on the money line, Boca Juniors will need to win this game by at least 5 or 6 goals in order to have that goal differential go in their favor. And as we've seen in Auckland City, they've given up 16 goals through the 2 games so far. They're definitely leaky on defense, and Boca Juniors has enough talent up front to make them pay early and often in this contest. With the price at 5.5 minus 138, this is a price I simply can't pass up given the situation for Boca Juniors. So we're going to take the game total over 5.5 minus 138. The second play we are rolling with is Bayern Munich on the money line plus 100 over Benfica. Look, Bayern Munich already punched their ticket to the round of 16. The only question left is whether they'll finish first or second. They'll need at least a draw in order to secure first spot in Group C. And I think they're going to do one better. I think they're going to win this game going away. With the way both teams have looked so far through the first 2 games against similar oppositions, Bayern definitely look like the better team and the more informed team at the moment. Remember, this is the same Benfica side that was held by Auckland City for nearly 60 minutes in their game before blowing the doors wide open late in a game that was never really in question as to who was going to win that contest. If we look at Bayern's attack, they have a plethora of options they could throw on at any part of the field. And I do believe they're going to trouble Benfica more than once in this contest. We throw in the fact that Benfica is riding a 13-game winless streak against the German champions, and they've only kept 1 clean sheet, that game against Auckland City, over their last 6 contests in all competitions. I believe Bayern's just going to be a step above them. I believe they're going to be full marks for all 3 points and keep that 100% win rate intact in the group stage. Not every day you get one of the best teams in the world at a plus money price on the money line, so we're not going to pass up this opportunity. Give me Bayern Munich money line plus 100. The third and final play we have for you is Chelsea minus 1.5 goals on the goal line at minus 118 odds. Look, let's call a spade here. Chelsea were asleep at the wheel at halftime and in the span of 6 minutes blew away a 1-0 lead and saw a red card which ultimately derailed their chances of coming back in this contest against Flamengo. Sometimes games like that just happen, and I have no doubt in my mind that Chelsea will be able to bounce back, especially against a weaker side like Esperance. The Tunisian side simply is going to be outmatched, overpowered, and they simply won't know what hit them in terms of attack. Chelsea made their hay all season long by beating up on weaker Conference League teams en route to their Conference League victory, and this is going to feel like a similar fixture. Sure, you can look at the fact that Esperance beat LAFC 1-0, but they were outplayed for the majority of the game. They needed a late 90th minute plus injury time stoppage penalty kick save to secure the victory. And I just don't think that's going to fly against a Chelsea side that has, quality players up and down their lineup. And with the way their attack floundered out in the second game against Flamengo, I expect them to bounce back, and I'm expecting a big offensive outburst from them. I'm taking Chelsea here, -1.5 on the goal line, a -118. And finally, if you're so inclined to play the LAFC Flamengo game, I would lean to the under 2.5 goals at -118. You got an LAFC side that's already eliminated, and you got a Flamengo side that is just in need of a draw to clinch top spot in Group D. So they're going to protect their lead. They're going to protect their +4 goal differential, with Chelsea playing a weaker Esperance side. And we're going to be in line for a cagey match with little chances both ways. Take the under 2.5 goals at -118. That wraps up today's episode of the FIFA Club World Cup Prediction Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to help support the videos, please smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Game Day Wagers, or leave a comment if you guys are tailing, fading, or have any best bets you're making for Tuesday's card. As always, good luck.